Yo, check this out, man. I keep on forgetting, man. I keep on forgetting about this. Well, check this out, man. All right. What's up, Carolyn? What's up, Stray Dog? What's up, Josh? Sorry about that, bro. As I said, this is crazy, man. Very, very, very crazy. All right. Vice President Joe Biden was caught on a Zoom. All right. Saying some very, very racist shit. I mean, very racist shit. Now, to all y'all cats that voted for Biden, make sure y'all share this, and time code this since I fucked up at the beginning. Sorry about that. But anyways, man, I'm gonna let you hear this video and what was said inside this video. Shout out to Fly Nubian Queen for getting this scoop and all that stuff. While we're using this under fair use, and let's get this shit started, kid.
Are y'all ready for this? I'm doing this live, family. God help me. Y'all know I'm not that tech savvy. Shout out to the other black media members that know how to do all of this. For me, I got to keep stuff easy, y'all. Easy. But The Intercept has a podcast where a clip of the conversation was at. And I'm trying to do this live. Are y'all ready? Y'all listen closely to this leaked audio. I think this is a little bit right here. If I'm hitting the right button, if it's not, we're going to work it out together. Listen, thumbs up, thumbs up. I need y'all to make sure that you thumbs up, liking, and sharing while we're breaking news.
European. You hear me? Minority, white, European. And you guys...
This is Sarah Koenig.
Hold on.
This country is going to be monarch. Vanita Gupta, a former ACLU attorney who was Obama's Civil Rights Division head, the Reverend Al Sharpton, Cheryl.
You listen to a clip from Deconstructed from The Intercept. They're getting ready to give some leaked information of some of their, I think it was about an hour-long meeting. Y'all listen. Your little sister's trying to get it together.
Melanie Campbell, who's the president of the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation. And
okay, I'm trying to cue it to the next part, family. Again, this is under Copyright Act of 1976. Thumbs up, like, and share this Zoom call.
It also included a few Biden-esque posts. I'm the first person, black or white, who calls attention to the fact that you were finding that there was the rate of people who are African Americans and dying was 3 times that of white people. I don't carry around a stamp on my head saying progressive and I'm AOC, but I have more of a record of getting things done in the United States Congress than anybody you know. Anybody you know. Some Biden cringe. By 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. You hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who will make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Wow.
What show has constantly quoted the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, making known, not that other people didn't know, we know certainly that it was the Moorish black brothers and sisters who civilized the Europeans, right? During the Dark Ages. Whose show on black?
Actually, as I said before, I don't really dwell inside the past, Okay, we have to get all over that. But right there, what Joe Biden said, all right? That we're going to be a minority. Y'all going to have to get with the Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? What's the plan here? Really, really, really. What is the plan here, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what people voted for. Opening up the borders, giving every single immigrant amnesty. All right. I mean, since there's more, they're trying to make a racial divide. I mean, now these are keys of trying to make a racial divide between Hispanics and blacks. I mean, just by what he said. You know what I'm saying? Which is already like sort of from what I've seen, a little animosity. You know what I'm saying? Especially living out there in the West Coast. And that right there is just a piece of straw that might. What's up, hippies? That might break its back. I mean, you see what this man buying. Oh, this is for unity, yada yada yada, and he just these little tools and inklings of what he says, basically telling L Sharpton and NAACP to sit there and shut up. You know, I mean, really, man. Let's be honest, okay? And I don't normally really like, get into this type detail, but of all people, right? L Sharpton, NAACP, what's his name? I have no clue because I sat there and I saw that too. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even hear your channel. They just completely blocked you. I have no clue whatsoever. I did not block anybody. Here, get on here. Wait a second. Let me see. Let me put this on there. There you go. I'll go get on here if you want. Tell me what happened. But anyways, I mean, do you see like this keys of division, and I be seeing on my Facebook, right? That people do not understand why Trump is fight this election. Then pretty soon they're going to accuse him of cheating, which you're already starting at right now. And the link's up if you want to come in. I'll sit there and make us an open forum. I didn't have no other news, but I had to say something about this right here. But yeah, man, I mean, this really, really, really. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I thought you were just kicked off yourself. I mean, I didn't kick you off. Nobody kicked you off, Carolyn. We were waiting for you to come back. And I guess you didn't, and I thought that you didn't want to come back. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. It was a technical difficulty. We were talking some very, very deep shit that day too. But but yeah, man, on a real deal. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna sit there and I wanna say this, and I'm always gonna say it, that this whole election was stolen. I mean, same questions that I always have. How can Trump win more black votes than any Republican ever? How can he have more? Who? I want to check all my. I want to check next time. It wasn't me. I'm sorry. Wow. I want to see because I don't know because like only John has one. John's a mod. JD. Callie. Or May. You know what? I think I know what happened when I was making mods. I probably accidentally hit your name. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll make you a mod once I go in there, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, but we gotta sit there, man, and look at this blame racist thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And because of anybody that I see who's racist is Joe Biden, and I'm just being honest with you. This is not about getting mad. I'm not all up in my feelings about his racism or anything like that, but I'm just going to sit there and keep it Gucci. That Joe Biden and the Democratic Party, they accuse regular people, and I'm just going to say centrist conservatives. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, because we have a lot of blame radicals out there and all that stuff like that. That place judgment before fact. So that's on both sides, on liberal and conservative side. So I'm not picking no sides there. I'm just picking a side that's right. And I mean, we gotta wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we really, really, really gotta wake up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say that there's nutty people on both sides, but to the left, I mean, especially was it that one commissioner in Michigan threatening Republicans and Trump supporters and all that stuff like that, trying to incite violence, more division, and you just seen the evil even when she was inside that blame hearing. I mean, this is getting too far, man. This is getting really, really, really crazy, man. I mean, 2021, man, is going to be a year of me, is a year of reckoning. And I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what that is, but it's going to be a year of reckoning, man, and hopefully a start of a year of real, real justice. I see, as I said before, as I got back from my Joe Biden moment, that I've seen people in my Facebook community saying that they don't understand why 17 states is suing Pennsylvania, Michigan, and all that. And let's be real, okay? They shut down because they made a new rule that was unconstitutional and changing the dates that you can have your ballots. This was all planned. This was all talked about a long time before this even happened. All right. Anyways, since it was taken down by a Supreme Court, the states have the right to sue. The reason being is because what that would do was that it would make them have to change, that they could change the rules of their state so elections can be rigged, completely rigged. You know what I'm saying? The way the Democrats are going, that the voting process would probably take a year before they get every vote counted. And then if you really, really think about it, the way things are happening right now, you know what I'm saying? That do you really think there's going to be a 2024 vote? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know. It's the dumbassery of people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the real dumbassery of people. Really, really, really sad. But to sit there and since I'm talking about that, you know what I'm saying? Here, let's look at some news, man. You know what I'm saying? Haven't done that for a while. Let's sit there and was it woke up mainstream and okay, let's see. Whoa. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Well, it's just gonna mess with me because get down, yo. Get down. My cat. Wait a second. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, let's see what Bloomberg.
And even though election results have been called in all 50 states, attorneys general from Pennsylvania and three other states are asking the Supreme Court to officially declare the 2020 presidential election over and throw out a Texas backed lawsuit seeking to reverse the outcome. Kevin Whitelaw is the Bloomberg News deputy managing editor, and he's been tracking this story and joins me now from Washington. Kevin, it's good to see you on Quick Take. The presidential election, it's clearly over. Do you expect the Supreme Court, though, to intervene here?
This is Bloomberg under the
Really, no, we don't. It would be a
you know what it is,
shocker
man.
if the
Free,
court
free,
does, and I
free
think the
of
most
use for
likely thing
educational
could be as
purposes.
early as the next, really any minute, the court
Freedom of
could
use,
simply dismiss the
1976
case.
laws.
This was a very unusual case filed directly to the Supreme Court using a method usually used for things like water disputes and other things between states, but it is really effectively one state trying to overturn the results in several other states. Never seen anything like it. The case has really been pretty widely ridiculed by legal scholars and does not expect it. It is just not seen as really having any of a chance. Even though, despite all that, we've seen lots of other Republican-led states sign on or try to sign on to it and endorse it. We've seen Trump try to intervene on to support it as well, and we have seen more than 100 House Republicans voice their support for it, too.
Okay, I want to hit on what you just said at the end there. More than 100 House Republicans have signed on to support it, and other states have as well. What's the game plan here? Why are they doing this when it's so clearly going nowhere?
Why have they been doing it all along?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a good
obviously,
question.
some of this is about simply the rhetorical support of the president. Some of it may be essentially latching on to any single last remaining straw they can to try to find a way to change the result that they don't like. And some of it, frankly, is just about weakening the incoming president and making sure that the Biden administration from day one struggles with some of the just with its legitimacy among half the country.
But it's kind of laughable because some of the lawmakers who signed on to this were lawmakers who were elected in the states where they're arguing the election was rigged or it was fraudulent in some way, which would, in a logical sense, say that their election isn't legitimate.
Right, or that it wasn't rigged very well.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly right, and I think that's one of the many reasons that not a single court has taken really any of these claims seriously. They've barely heard them, they've barely dealt with them, and most of these things have been dismissed extremely quickly.
That's Bloomberg for
So
you.
we did have today, Texas filed
Okay, let's see what else. Okay. This is 7.
We begin with this Fox News alert, a stunning new report that Attorney General Bill Barr knew about 2 federal investigations into Hunter Biden's business dealings and had known since at least the spring. However, worked to keep that information from the public as the election loomed. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. President Trump tweeted this. Now it turns out that my phone call to the president of Ukraine, which many, including me, have called perfect, as even better than that. Predicted Biden corruption said to call the attorney general who perhaps knew of the corruption during the impeachment hoax. Republicans have been pressing Barr now for months to investigate Hunter Biden's dealings and any potential involvement of his father, Joe Biden, as he now prepares to take office. House Oversight Committee ranking Republican James Comer warning, quote, the U.S. attorney for the District of Delaware's investigation must continue unpeded. Joe Biden must not replace the current U.S. attorney for the District of Delaware now that his son is under federal investigation. Any interference would be meddling in the Department of Justice affairs. Meanwhile, the feds also reportedly investigating Joe Biden's brother James over his role in a now bankrupt hospital business. A ton to get to on this Friday. You're watching Outnumbered. I'm Harris Faulkner, here today, host of Kennedy on Fox Business, Kennedy. Host of No Interruption on Fox Nation, Tommy Lahren. Attorney and Fox News contributor, Emily Campagno. And joining us today, Brian Kilmeade, co-host of Fox and Friends and host of the Brian Kilmeade radio show. And if we had 15 more minutes, the rest of this busy man's star-filled resume. Good to see everybody. Emily, because of your legal background, I'm going to lean on you hard with this first one. What does all of this mean in the big picture for Attorney General Bill Barr and for President-elect Joe Biden?
Well, I will start with the Attorney General. So first of all, if he had announced this investigation or in fact taken visible steps in the run-up leading to the election, then that would have gone against DOJ guidelines. And I know there's a lot of crowing about, well, look, if we had known about this, then the vote would have been different. But to me, the larger point here is that it is clear they are taking painstaking steps to preserve the integrity of these investigations. And these investigations, the overbreadth or the breadth cannot be overstated. They span multiple states, multiple issues, multiple jurisdictions, and as we're going into in depth later, multiple family members. And look, no one knows more than the GOP what an allegation of bias or actual bias can mean to the integrity of an election, or sorry, the integrity of an investigation. So I think that here, it's really a major thing that they're doing, and I think it should be applauded at this point. And note this, I know also we're going into this later, but I think it also begs the cruciality of the Attorney General selection that Joe Biden would make. Attorney General Barr has already been vilified as being President Trump's bulldog, so why take further steps to call that into question? And final point here, I think that from the little we know thus far, they really have done a phenomenal job of maintaining that insular quality. So to me, right now, they're crossing T's, dotting I's, and as more is revealed moving forward, that's when we will know more.
Brian Kilmeade, talk to me about Attorney General Bill Barr, what he knew, what we think he knew, what we're learning that he knew, and the timing of it.
Well, we saw the Wall Street Journal. We know the Manhattan prosecutors looking at Hunter Biden's international. We know the Delaware district attorney is looking at his domestic issues and tax problems. We know about Jim Biden. So I just had a chance to talk to Trey Gowdy as well as Senator John Kennedy on the radio show. And essentially, they think Bill Barr was 100% right, like Emily said. He said if he came out and said, I got this investigation, he is now James Comey. If it came to fruition naturally during that time, people still would have had suspected it. But William Barr, I think, has proved himself, I hope, to the president that he's loyal, but he also has a job to do. And I do think it's very frustrating I'm like the president without a legal background to say, wait a second, everything I said that he was doing You were investigating and you didn't say, but the way it's supposed to go, the way the protocol is, investigations are to be kept quiet unless there's a so-called leak to the New York Times, which seems to happen all the time on different things.
Oh, you had to get your shot.
Okay. All right, I'll get down to see what happens before the election actually starts then. That's all I got to say about that.
Joining me right now in a Fox Business exclusive is former National Security Advisor, retired Lieutenant.
All right, let's see what else. Well, some good news that just came out. Oh, nothing really. Nothing really whatsoever. But anyway, I wasn't planning on coming on today anyways, not until later on tonight. But anyways, check this out, right? The Ramjan refer, we already know what Biden's doing, what his proposals are, and basically he wants us to sit there and depend on the government and all that, man. And y'all gotta make a choice of what you want to do for your own freedom and our freedom. On that note, man, I'm getting ready to get cut off. I got some stuff to do. I didn't want to come on that long, but I wanted to show y'all the leak before everybody else, start talking about it, try to cover it out. Make sure you share this video, look at it, and I'll check you out. Peace.